Hey there guys, so I decided to get back into anime and I thought JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was a great place to start and I really enjoyed it, well most of it, Phantom Blood. But originally I just thought JoJo wasn't for me because it just looked very kind of over the top. But I decided to rank all the seasons, well all the 5 parts really. I'm not including the manga stuff, I'm only counting the anime stuff, and season 1 will be split into their 2 arcs. And number 5 is Phantom Blood, and yeah, the one that started all. It's only like 9 episodes long, so you can easily just get it through like one day, but if there's like a recap video on YouTube, I just strongly recommend that. Phantom Blood, I wouldn't classify that as an anime. It's like a manga that's poorly transitioned to an anime, really. Jonathan Joestar is like the least interesting protagonist in the franchise. He's just so wooden. Dio, I liked him, but he's handled way better in Stardust Crusaders. It was like the writers can't be bothered because this is only like 9 episodes long, so what's the point? In terms of if it's opening and ending theme, Roundabout by Yes is like the greatest ending theme ever. I mean, it's only 8 minutes long, but I probably listen to that the most out of all the ending themes in the other JoJo Bizarre Adventure seasons. Sanoshi Nao Sandam, a lot of people like it. I don't find it that interesting, and due to the fact this takes place in the 1880s, it's very bounded of what it can do. Hormone, I'm just glad they got rid of it. I would say, oh, you can skip Phantom Blood, but you can't really because it plays an important part on the later seasons, especially my personal favourite. And number 4 is Golden Wind, and I wanted to love Golden Wind, and I started off doing so. In terms of its animation, it's just the most beautiful one. It's bright, colourful, vibrant, and I love this mystery of who is this villain, and I love how each character really got their own episode and really fleshed them out. The only drawback, however, is that Gianna Giovanna, who's kind of like the main protagonist, isn't really focused enough. At its core, Golden Wind feels more of a Bruno show because I found him way more interesting. Fighting Gold is just amazing. It's the best opening theme in the franchise. The second opening theme, however, Treacherous Requiem, I skip it every time. Both of his ending themes are passable. I feel like after that, the second half really falls apart for me. I mean, it's trying so hard to be Stardust Crusaders. I mean, the last 10 episodes is just a complete mess. I mean, I liked how the characters got killed off. I felt something for that. But the last 2 episodes, however, felt so random. It didn't need to be there. It was pointless. I just want to cut it out. At number 3 is Diamond Unbreakable. This was a departure from the previous seasons, because this is more of a slice of life in this small town and you get into the lives of these characters. Out of all the seasons, this has a wider range of characters to relate and appreciate. I mean, this was a nice change of pace because compared to the other seasons, there are more adventures, so that was nice. This has an interesting villain, but I wouldn't say the show focuses on them enough. The odd thing I find about Diamond's Unbreakable, most of these characters are sociopaths and they have done awful things, but they get redeemed quite easily. The animation is different in this one, but it's not overly done. I mean, I still liked it. The opening themes, I love them. I don't know which one I prefer, probably Crazy Bizarre Town. And the ending theme, I Want You by Savage Garden. I was a fan of Savage Garden before this anime, so this is passable. And number 2 is Battle Tendency. Battle Tendency to me is just so much fun. This was the one that made me become a JoJo fan. I mean, it shouldn't have been joined with Phantom Blood, and that's a shame because I think Battle Tendency deserved its own series with more episodes. Stands are way better than Harmony in every way, but at least in Battle Tendency they utilise it in interesting ways. Joseph Joestar is like my favourite protagonist in the franchise. He doesn't take things seriously, but somehow it works for him in the end. I liked all the characters. Rodolphan Stefan is just easily my favourite character, supporting character in the franchise. The Pillar Men, I like the Pillar Men. A lot of people don't think they're great. I think this is like a close second to my favourite villain, Dio. But the opening theme, Bloody Stream, is just amazing. This is a close second to Fighting Gold. I'm so happy they kept Roundabout by Yes. And due to the fact you do get characters and subplots from Phantom Blood, but it doesn't restrict Battle Tendency in any way. So my favourite JoJo series has to be Stardust Crusaders. I absolutely adore Stardust Crusaders. It's kind of the reboot to the franchise. Harmony was completely scrapped. Instead we got introduced to the whole stance, which is kind of the trademark to the franchise now. It's one of the most uniquest and interesting things I've ever seen in anime. Vampires wasn't really a thing anymore. It's very simple, Stardust Crusaders. I mean, 5 guys travel to Egypt so they can defeat Dio, who is handled way better in this. Stardust Crusaders has become one of my top 5 anime now. It's up there with Future Mirror Nikki Future Diary and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Witch Hunter Robin and Bacchanal. I mean, Joseph Joestar, who's older and wiser in this, is just great, but he doesn't overshadow everyone. Jotaro Kujo is someone different that we had before, but he's great and he just gets better through time, especially when you get to like Diamond is Unbreakable. And I love all the other characters as well, whether it's Avdol, Iggy, Kakyoin, Polarath. I mean, the ending things and opening things are just great as well. But just seeing these 5 guys together, and I wish we had more of these all together. Sometimes like Avdol would go away for a few episodes, then Kakyoin would go away for a few episodes, and that's a shame. This is at its core, it's kind of like a JRPG, really. Battle Tendency is the one that really got me into the franchise, but Stardust Crusaders made me fall in love with the franchise, and I absolutely adore Stardust Crusaders. I just recommend just go checking out Stardust Crusaders alone. It's one of the greatest animes ever this last decade. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Go like, share and subscribe. Let me know, where would you rank all the JoJo series? Go check out my Facebook, my Twitter and my Instagram page. You guys are awesome. I got your back.